Just when the Eagles could embarrass me more, they find a way to continue the streak. The Philadelphia Eagles lost to the Chicago Bears in the most embarrassing, pitiful fashion that you possibly could lose to a team. 24-15. If you don't like cursing, my advice to you is, if you got kids, take them upstairs, put some headphones on, because I'm going to say some shit that people are not going to want to hear if they have kids around. I'm going to curse. I'm going to rage. I'm going to give this team hell today. So I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes before I get started. If you got kids, I advise you to take them upstairs, because this is not going to be PG-13, which it usually isn't, but today it won't be. I'm not going to scream, but I'm going to say some things that people might need to hear. And I'm going to go after a lot of people today, a lot of players, a lot of coaches today. So I want to let y'all know that, because I don't want to give you all false information that I'm going to be nice and squeaky clean, because I'm not. This team, I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes. So take your kids up there, tell them to go to bed, or take them up there, tell them to close the door, put some headphones on. My advice is you put some earbuds on, because I'm about to rage. I'm about to rage like I never raged before. Okay? So I'm going to give you all 5 minutes. I'm going to give you all 5 minutes to put your kids to bed. Tell them to close the door, put some earbuds, because I'm about to go off. I want to give you all time, because I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. So let me know. Now, matter of fact, let's begin, because y'all had enough time. I ain't got all day. Where do we begin? There was a report that I posted on my page, my video. Go back and watch the video, where supposedly the Eagles had respect for the Bears. And I've given this team everything I had this year. Hell, I had us winning this game for some reason. I should have never said that, because in my videos I said we were going to lose this game. But today I had the courage to put this fucking black fucking jersey on to watch this team completely embarrass, piss, shit over themselves like goddamn toddlers that haven't been potty trained. That's how bad our team is right now. This coaching staff is so horrendous. It makes you look bad when Ben Johnson, a rookie, is out playing your so-called Super Bowl champion head coach. Your defense can't tackle. How many sacks did we have today? One sack? One fucking sack? That's it? One sack. We didn't even get to Caleb. We couldn't even sniff Caleb Williams tonight. It was a no-show. We had one pick today. Cindy Brown, get off my team. Let me start with the safeties, man. I want Cindy Brown to be off my team by tomorrow. That man is garbage. Can't tackle, can't wrap up. I was right about Cindy Brown. When I said this man was trash and y'all were defending him, saying he needed another year under his belt, that he was going to be fine, you're wrong. That man is what he is, what he was in college. Trash. Horrible. Disgraceful. Pitiful. Annoying. We saw a glimpse of what it's like to have no safeties. I blame Howard Roseman also because when you wanted to trade C.J. Gardner-Johnson, you should have had a backup plan. Drafted Andrew McCouber and not having anything to help under him. You didn't bother going to sign Justin Simmons. You didn't do nothing. You relied on his ass depth at safety. It's ass. That's not the problem, though. My problem is we got an absolute buffoon as a head coach. Hey, Brett Brown, Sirianni, pack your bags, dude. You officially lost this team. Brett Brown 2.0 in Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni name is Brett Brown now. Because we officially have Brett Brown in Philadelphia again. And not as the Sixers head coach, as the Eagles head coach. Because this dude can't make adjustments. This dude is terrible. If you have another clap season, do you bring back the head coach? And I keep seeing and hearing people say, "Oh, I would have fired Nick." No, I'd fire Nick because I about had enough of him. You don't want to get rid of your offense coordinator. You want to be pals all day with your offense coordinator. Then you should bite the bullet also. It shouldn't just be the offense coordinator. You should be fired also. I would have fired him in 2023. I've been saying I wanted Nick out of here. Shout the Eagles, Daggett. Eagles Uncut 2.0, Daggett, my guy. He told me that Nick Sirianni wasn't a good coach, and I was defending this dude. I thought he would learn from his lesson. Clearly, he has not. Your quarterbacks regressed. Your wide receivers, they're not even in the pitch. We don't want to bother using them. A.J. Brown had a great game. You have no problems with him. But A.J. Brown was right. When y'all were bitching and complaining we should trade A.J. Brown, y'all feel that same way? Because I don't. I think we should get rid of the head coach and go get a guy named from Oklahoma who played with Jalen Hurts. Because at this point, we need a head coach, man. I would go get Lane Kiffin today. Maybe not today, but next year. I think Nick needs to get fired. If you don't win this division, you got to go, bro. There's no way in hell you could come back from this. This team quit, officially quit. The only guy who hustled today was Jalen Phillips. That's it. We can't tackle. How many yards did DeAndre Swift have today? How many yards did the two running backs have? How much yards did DeAndre Swift have today? DeAndre Swift, let's see. Let's see how many yards he had today. I'm sure it was a lot. I'm sure it was live. We couldn't stop nobody today. Let's see. I don't even want to look at the stat. DeAndre Swift today. Let me see. Where's it at today? I don't want to know. Both the Bears running back had over 100 yards game so far. DeAndre Swift had 13 carries, 107. I'm sure it was more. Kyle Wangui, whatever his name is, 14 carries, 103 yards. You couldn't stop the running game. We couldn't stop anybody today. This team is quit, and it's up to the coaches, and the coaches can't figure it out. I'm looking at Nick Sirianni because it's your job is to prepare for these guys. These guys didn't care about the game today. They might as well just stay home today. No fight from our defense. No fight from our quarterback today. No fight from our offense. Offense was horrendous. Trash. Horrible. Disgraceful. Embarrassing. It was fucking putrid. Every side of the ball between the coaches, players, trash. Fucking trash. It was a horrible shit show. We should have never played on Black Friday. I would have just stayed home if I was the players. Why bother showing up? You didn't show up at all today. And the coaches have some blame. I'm sorry. At what point does Nick not get the blame? You cannot continue to fire an offensive coordinator because you can't call plays. That's not my issue. We hire the exact same coaches that we always do. We want to fire Kevin Batula. It ain't Kevin Batula, and I keep saying this. It's Nick. Nick runs this offense. This is Nick's offense. He hired a guy just like Kevin, hired the same guy like him. You can't bring Nick back after this year. If you collapse this year, there's no way in hell you can bring this coach back. This team has officially quit. I saw no fight. Except the last 2 minutes of the ball. By then, I was like, what's the point of fighting anymore? Offense was trash. So many dropped footballs. Jalen Hurts played one of the worst games I've ever seen from him. And it's not all his fault. No, Brendan Tanner McKee does not help. It's the coaching. The coaching is horrendous. And if you have another clap season, there ain't no way I'm not going to look at Nick and say, bro, you got to go. I go hire Lane Kifflin next year and bring him back because I would like a guy like Ben Johnson. Did you see how Ben Johnson was able to create the offense? Did you see the play calling? You see the difference between our play calling and their play calling? Do you see the difference? Because I do. I saw jet sweeps. I saw motion. I saw their quarterback look comfortable today. I saw running backs getting the ball. How many times did they run the ball today? They ran it more than us. They had fight. The coach is hungry. I like a guy like Ben Johnson. And then I look at Nick. And then I see the same thing over and over again. He talks about detail together. I don't see no detail together. Together, detail. And what is it? What did he say all the time? Toughness, detail. What toughness? We saw pussy-fied bull crap today. This team is not tough. They pussies. Every single one of them. Pussy. Bums. Trash. They look like pussies out there. No fight. The only one who was fighting was A.J. Brown. I don't know how we're going to fix this. I don't think it can be fixed. My buddy called me up. He was a Bears fan today. He was laughing at me because I had this team winning. I said, you know what? Maybe they'll find a way to change their behavior. I said today, you know what? I woke up today and yesterday at night after getting over the loss at the Cowboys. I said, you know what? I got to show some heart, man. Maybe the Eagles will change their ways. Maybe they'll find a way to get their head out of their ass and have better play calling. Something to have, something to look forward to. We watched the Cowboys. And we figure, okay, the Eagles will respond. You know, all week we heard they were going to fix this. We heard all this. I don't want to hear a press conference this week. Don't bother showing up at the podium. The only thing you need to be doing is getting in that room and talking to the players, because I don't know if Nick has this locker room anymore. And I don't want to hear, well, it ain't Nick. No, it is Nick. It starts with the coaching. The players are bad too. It starts with the GM, Howie Roseman. You didn't want to pay C.J. Gardner-Johnson? Now look what the fuck you have, bro. You try to be a smart one again. I love Howie, but getting rid of C.J. Gardner-Johnson was a stupid move. Sidney Brown, get off my team, dude. I want this dude cut tomorrow. I don't care about, well, he's a good special teamer. He can't even special teams properly. The man last week was pushing a Cowboys player and he still was able to create a fumble. That man is garbage. Get him off my fucking team already. That guy does nothing right. Can't cover right. Can't do nothing right. He is horrendous, trash, horrible, disgraceful, pitiful, waste of a pick. I don't want to see him anymore. I'm done with Sidney Brown. I've been done with him. I was done with him last year. I was done with him in 2023. I've been done with him since the day we drafted him. He was never a good player, never was going to be a good player, and never will be. He is garbage, horrendous, reckless. Got our safety hurt just for you to come in this game and take over, and you can't even play at your position. Get your ass out of here, man. Go play with your brother in Cincinnati. I can find another guy with special teams who could do a lot better than he can. Coaching to have these guys prepared, man. I can't just blame on Kevin O'Toole. Everybody talk about fire Kevin O'Toole. No, it should be fire Nick. You cannot just continue to have an offense coordinator again bail. It's another scapegoat. This year has to be Nick. If you cannot win this division and you have another collapse season, you got to fire the coach. And I don't want another Andy Reid tree. I don't want another coach tree. I want a guy who can call plays. The only guy I want right now is Lane Kiffin out of college. Why do you say that he's one? Because he knows Jalen Hurts, and I tell you one thing. He ain't going to put up with a lot of shit that happens in the locker room. I can't wait to see Hard Knocks, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Hard Knocks. I wonder what we're going to get. Because let's be real. Hard Knocks going to tell us a lot about this coach staff, like it already does on the field. Stu, let me send you the link, bro. Oh, I'm talking about Nick. I want to fire, bro. I had enough of Nick. I had enough of him. You cannot listen, man. I'm tired of if you have another clap season, there's no way in hell you bring him back. There's no way in hell you bring a guy like that back. And I know it's Jeffrey too. Part of it is Jeffrey. But Jeffrey got to step in, man. I would go get Lane Kiffin. If he wants to become a head coach, I don't care. I'll pay him the money. Come to Philadelphia. We got a franchise quarterback. Because I don't think it's the quarterback, man. Everybody talk about, oh, Jalen Hurts, it's the problem. It's not the quarterback. It's not the wide receivers. Stop saying it's the quarterback. It's not the quarterback. What part do you not understand? I'm tired of hearing that. Oh, if McKee came in the game, McKee would have changed nothing because it's the coaching. It's the coaching. I've been saying that. The coaching sucks ass. Y'all focus on the quarterback. Y'all focus on the receivers. Y'all focus on the wrong shit. It's the coaching. It's Nick Sirianni once again putting his hand in the cookie jar. It's the offensive line got to be revamped. You did nothing to improve. Tyler Steen is trash. Horrible. And then you don't go for it. Like here's my problem with Nick. Bro, why are you fucking punting it on third down? Why are you punting it on third down? You had 3 yards. He does this again. He did it last week versus the Cowboys. He's playing too scared of the coach. Why not go for it? It makes no sense to me. It pisses me off that this fucking coach is still in the building, man. And all he does is gives us this. I don't want to hear a press conference from him. I'm fed up with Nick. And next week we play Monday Night Football. We're going to get our absolutely embarrassed by the Chargers. I don't know if I want to watch that game. I might fall asleep instead. I almost fell asleep today. Nick was yelling at the fans. Why don't you yell at your coordinator? Why don't you yell at yourself? This team did not look prepared, man. They looked like they didn't want to play. They looked like they fell apart. And I never wanted to believe that because I thought my coach would have these guys playing. They didn't even look like they wanted to play today. This team is trash. And it starts with the ownership. It starts with the GM for letting guys go. When you didn't want to pay you wanted to trade Cedric Johnson because you thought you could. Oh, he was a problem. No, man, that's a guy that we need, man. That's a guy we need. You don't let a guy like that walk unless you have a good replacement. And Andrew McCuber, to me, is too small. He needs to get his weight up. And he's clearly not going to be able to play. And it's no point in bringing him back. I don't know why we bring him back. I feel bad for Jalen Phillips, man. He should have went to a better team. We're going to waste his year of being a potential of going to the Super Bowl for this shit. I feel bad for him. And I hope he signed him, man, because he deserves to be signed back. All you got to do is get rid of the coach, man. I'd get rid of the coach. I don't care about the Super Bowl. I don't care about that shit. Because he's Brett Brown 2.0. When you need an offense coordinator to call your game plan over and over again, and you're supposed to remember, they said Nick Sirianni was the genius behind the play caller. What genius? We should have just kept Doug Peterson and rolled with Jalen Hurts as our core. I mean, all we did was we hired another Doug Peterson. As if Doug Peterson might be able to call better plays than he can. What does Nick do? He brings locker room leadership. That's all he does. But when things go bad, he disappears. Where's the accountability? How many penalties do we have today? How many false starts? You can't win games like that. It's a joke. It starts with the ownership. It starts with the coach. It starts with the offense coordinator. Bro, you got to get someone out of here, man. There's no way you can continue it. And I don't think it's going to change. I think they're going to keep the same guys, and we're going to have the same shit next week. It's going to get worse, not better. Jeffrey Lurie needs to fire Nick. I would fire Nick. If Nick does not win a division, you got to fire him. There's no way in hell I'm bringing him back. If you have another collapse season, how am I going to sit to the locker room and go to the locker room and find the owner and say, you know what, we're going to bring the same coach back that you collapsed two years now. There's no way in hell. And there's no way the players will give them the same respect that they did the first time. If you collapse the second time, there ain't no way in hell I can bring you back. Because how I know it's not going to happen again? The players are not going to respond to that. You have to do something. And unfortunately, if you have to fire the head coach and bring someone in who can get these guys' attention, you do it. He's a joke. He's a joke. And I feel bad for Jalen Phillips. I do, man. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for these guys that we traded for. We shouldn't have never traded for nobody at this point. It's embarrassing. I'm not talking about Nick. I am. I want him fired. I want him fired, man. If he collapses another season, still, you cannot continue to bring a coach back who's been collapsing. This guy's Brett Brown. Daggett was right. He is not a great head coach. He is getting built up by his talent week after week. He's not showing he can call plays. All he is a leader locker room coach. That's all he is. And I can get that with a guy like a Lane Kiffin. I could get that with someone else. All he is a locker room coach. That's all he is. He can't call plays. And when things get tough, he's nowhere to be found. Where's this detailed tough together? Where's all that shit at? It's nowhere to be found. It all starts at the top. As much as I love it, man, he's allowing this shit to continue. It is. It starts with the top, man. And it's the guys that we hire, bro. I'm pissed off, man. I'm fucking pissed off. Let me send Stu the link because I know he wants to rant, man. I'm pissed off, man. I don't want to hear no press conference. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm just tired of it. It needs to there needs to be some discipline tomorrow. Someone got to get fired. Someone got to get cut. I don't care who it is at this point. Someone needs to lose a job tomorrow. This is disgraceful. It's disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful. We let a guy who painted his nails beat us, man. DeAndre Swift had 100 yards. It's fucking disgraceful. And I apologize for the cursing, but I'm about pissed off, man. I don't know what we're playing for. What are we playing for, man? What are we playing for? I mean, how do I believed in this team once again and they let me down. I sat back and laid in my bed today. I didn't even bother moving today. I was lifeless. You should have energy. I'm like, dude, this shit is trash. This shit is so fucking horrendous. I could have just went to bed and not watched this shit. I was so happy for this game. I was like, yeah, we're going to get our stuff together. Man, this team don't even care, man. They don't care. They don't care about winning. They're just fucking bunch of soft ass bitches, man. Soft ass bitches. That's all they are. Nick Sirianni asked if we were. Oh, here we go. Nick Sirianni asked if he'll re-elevate his office play code dudes. We'll elevate obviously everything. That's not the fucking question. But I've said when you win or lose, never about one person. Shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here with that quote, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Same bullshit ass fucking shit every time. We will re-elevate the talent. We'll go every. Shut up, man. We don't want to hear that shit. You got pantsed by the Bears. Come on, re-elevate everything. Shut up. I want to hear that shit. I'm tired of hearing them. I'm tired of hearing from him. I'm tired of hearing from KP. I need action, not words. And your words and actions say you suck ass. And you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You don't even deserve to be competing for the NFL. Deserve to be competing in the NFL. Reevaluate what? We should reevaluate your contract that you got. Jeffrey Lurie should reevaluate your contract that paid you to be the coach. We should reevaluate your coaching contract. Talk about reevaluate. Fuck out of here, man. About one person will collect it after. We don't want to hear this shit, man. We don't want to hear this shit. The fuck out of here with that shit. You got pants, man. And you talk about reevaluate. Reevaluate what? The only thing that needs to be reevaluated is your coaching ability to coach. And your accountability of not preparing for this team. Yet again. I don't want to hear that shit. Reevaluate. Fuck out of here. Pack your bags, Nick. You won't be here. I said this. You won't be here in 2 years, man. Nick Sirianni was asked offense scoring 15.5 games the last 4 years. They outcoached us, outplayed us. We're not changing play caller. Nick Sirianni. fire this fucking clown? At what point do you not fire? This guy gotta go, bro. Bro, and what? You gotta do something. You gotta fire him. I'm fed up with Nick. I want him out of here. If you're gonna be stubborn, we're not changing your ability. Listen, it's not all KP's fault, but he doesn't know how to do his job. And the offense is not responding to him. And you don't want to make changes? Because it's not KP, it's you. That's why. You don't want to be, you don't want to make changes because you know if you make changes, it won't be anything different. Then the finger will be pointed back at you. That's why. Now I see why he won't fire KP. And nothing to do with KP is incompetent. No, because Nick is running his offense. That's the only thing I can think of. Because if you think that KP has done a great job, like you've been saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this shit, man. I'm tired of hearing the same shit, dude. We've been hearing this for fucking weeks after weeks after weeks. And I really don't want to hear his press conference, man. Because I'm about to, I just don't want to see that shit, bro. Nick Sirianni said Kevin O'Toole will remain the play caller. Fucking fire this dude. Fucking fire him. Get him the fuck out of here. Dude, if you don't want to make adjustments, man, you don't want to do anything, man. Definitely look at to fire him after this year. I don't care at this point, bro. You want to ride the wave. You're gonna burn it in wave. It's cool, bro. I'm done. So once again, we're not gonna change nothing. All right, cool. Cool. What a waste. I feel bad for people that actually went to the game today. I feel bad. So yeah, Nick is not changing anything about him. We're going to reevaluate the team we'll be doing. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Season's over with. This fucking coach. Shut the fuck up. This coach is a joke. This coach is a fucking joke. At what point do you not fire this dude, man? He has shown how many times he can't call plays. Yep, Nick said we're not changing play caller. Yeah, after all, getting embarrassed by the Colts. You won't do no. Get embarrassed by the Bears. You won't do that. This dude is a fucking joke. What a fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. Get the fuck out of here. Take your goofy ass play calling along with KP and get the fuck out of here. I'm fucking done with this dude. This dude is a fucking trash. I hate him as a head coach. I wish we never won the Super Bowl because that means that guy has more power now. And ever since we won the Super Bowl, his entitled ass ego has gotten bigger. And I'm done with him. Never thought I would say that. Yeah, he needs to be fired, man. Fucking reevaluate anything. He just need to be fired. Yeah, reevaluate his extension. Yeah, absolutely. Trash, man. Trash. Brett Brown Jr. That's all he is. Brett Brown Jr. It's because he's the one Nick can't play call either. I get that. And that's why I want him fired. I want him fired because he can't call plays and he clearly can't get this team back on track. The season's over with, man. The season's over with. And Kevin O'Toole ain't helping either. Nick failed to utilize DeAndre. Yeah, he failed. Dude, he's a bum. He's an absolute joke. I don't care about his winning record. Oh, wait, he has so many wins. Yeah, because of talent. Yeah, but we'll have KP problems every year. Yeah, dude, that's why Nick needs to go. Nothing will change until they fire Nick. And they actually let the head coach who comes in there actually have full, complete assets. Or bring a guy that knows how to play call. I would go after Sean McVay tree. Someone who knows how to call plays. I'm tired of Andy Reid tree. I'm tired of the coach tree. I'm tired of that, man. We need to bring someone that fits Jalen Hurts and what he wants. I need an aggressive head coach, someone who could call plays, someone that's not afraid to go for it when they need to, someone that can gaviate the team. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm so fucking irritated. Gaviate the team or gaviate the team, so to speak. Like, get this team back in track is what I'm trying to say. This team is trash, man, and it pisses me off. I want him out of here. Cindy Brown's own brother is better than him. Hey, he is. He absolutely is. Cindy Brown sucks. Cindy Brown sucks. So once again, we're going to have Kevin Batula as an offense score. All right, that's fine. We're going to lose to the Chargers too. This dude's horrendous. This dude is horrendous. And you know what? He just needs to go. So maybe another ass whoop from Jeffrey Lewis step in. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The Eagles' offense in 20 years, 28th in NFL offense success rate. The Eagles are producing positive plays at a lower rate than the Jets and the Saints. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Great. Fabulous.
When you lose, it's never about one person. We all collectively do a better job.
No. You got to do a better job. Stop blaming the players. You got to do. I'm tired of them doing this shit, man. I'm tired of it. It starts with you, knucklehead. You suck at your job. What about the other players? How about you do your job? 3rd and 4, you decide to punt the ball when you had 3 inches to go to pick up the first down. That ain't players. That's coaching. When you punt the ball back to your defense, knowing your defense can't stop nobody, that ain't the players. That's coaching. That's coaching malpractice. Stop making excuses and own up the fact that you suck. You suck at your job. You're trash and horrendous at your job. Nick Sirianni and Kevin Batula should be fired tomorrow. I wouldn't even give them another week. They should be fired, both of them, at the same time. Because let's be real, are the Eagles going to change their ways? Probably not. Why not fire both of them today? Get them up out of here. And let's go into the season. We already got the players already on offense. We just need a head coach. All it takes is one locker room leader to bring a coach that can call plays, and we're fine. It's not like we're going through a whole rebuild. We just need a play caller. And I think a coaching change would be a great thing. Jalen Hurts doesn't like Nick. Nobody likes Nick. Nick is like the pest that doesn't go away. Nick is like that substitute teacher that you don't like. Or that main teacher that you don't like, that you're stuck with. He's like a high school football coach. No one believes in this guy. Nobody. Not now. They tolerated him, but they don't believe in him. Maybe another claps with the it looks like it. Excuse. Yeah, I don't want to hear that, bro. Like we want to know why this offense collapsing. Well, it starts with the coaching. And it starts with the front office allowing the coaching to get power. Yeah, shut up. Shut the front door. Jalen Hurts was as confident. If he's confident in Kevin Batula, I have confidence in him. I got confidence in this team. Yeah, he's just saying that, bro. This team's ass. You're not gonna change play call, all right, bro? What a waste. What a waste. What an absolute waste. This coach sucks. This coach fucking sucks. Why are the Eagles not even giving Tank? I don't know why. Tank is literally the best running back according to PFF and Pro Football Focus. I mean, every time he touches the ball, he has like 7 yards per carry. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. How many yards did Tank even get a carry today? No. This team's a fucking joke. This team's a fucking joke. This team's a joke, man. Hurts is classic guy. He's not going to he's not going to throw his offense corner under the bus. It's not. But you can see he doesn't like him. Tank Bigsby should get more carries. I agree, but they won't do that because they're difficult. They want to be difficult. They want to be difficult. They want to be difficult. And you know what? It's going to cost them. It's going to bite him in the ass. And if that means that coach gets fired, hey, I'm all for it. If that means I can get my coach that I want or coach a different coach, I'm fine. It's a joke, man. It's a joke, bro. Look at this shit, man. The worst offense. It's such a fucking joke, bro. It's such a joke. This offense stinks. How many more times are we gonna do this? How many more times before we decide, you know what, maybe this coach is not it? Maybe this coach is not it. This coach is trash. That. This coach is trash. This coach is fucking piss poor. To not make any changes, really? So you're just okay with pretty much nothing. Okay. Okay. This head coach is trash. This offensive coordinator is trash. I don't care whose feelings hurt. I want this coach fired. I dropped a lot of F bombs today, but I at this point, if they don't care, why should I care? Why should I care? If it wasn't for a lead up right front office, Nick wouldn't have success. No, I don't think so. Nick is not a good enough head coach that he would go somewhere else and win. He'd be like Doug Peterson. Where's he at? We have Nick Sonic problem just like Toy. Yeah, we do. We do. We sure do. And it's terrible. It's an absolute joke. This team should be a lot better, and they're not. They're not. They're not. This team's horrendous. This team's a joke, bro. This team makes me mad to be part of, obviously, I mean, just a piss poor ass team, bro. I got no words, honestly. It's a freaking piss poor team. This team is trash, bro. I don't know what to say. I think the coach got to go, man. I think you fire Nick. If you collapse the way you do, just like in 2023, there's no way in hell you bring him back. There's no way. We have Nick. We do have a Nick Sirianni problem. Absolutely. I don't have hope for the rest of the season. And why would you? Why would you? They've not shown that. Listen, and it's one thing. Listen, I went to this game today, right? And I felt good about this game because I'm like, maybe this Eagles team would change their way. Maybe that beating that the Cowboys gave you, you watched your rival beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. Maybe you would show some fight, right? Because all week you talked about how you had to get yourself together. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you a chance. I was talking shit to a Bears fan, one of my friends I know. He called me up. He was like, bro, I told you we're losing. But I was trying to defend my team. Because I'm like, yo, we're going to bounce back. We're going to be fine. We're going to get this shit right. It turns out we don't get nothing right. We don't get nothing right. We look like we weren't ready to prepare. We look like we didn't want to coach today. We look like this team's a freaking joke, man. I don't even want to scream anymore. I'm tired of it. Like, screaming does not change nothing. You got to do something. You got to fire the coach if he collapses this year. And you bring a guy like Lane Kiffin. If he can't fix the quarterback, then you get rid of the quarterback. That's the last straw. But I'm bringing in a head coach who knows how to call plays. And if I see the offense coordinator with a head coach that can call plays and my quarterback looks better, then so be it. But Jimler's regressed. Big time. I don't care about the stats. I don't care about none of that. Jimler's regressed. He's not seeing the field. And we know he can play at a high level. We've seen him play at a high level. But this coach staff has officially broken Jalen Hurts. You see it on their faces. You got two talented receivers. You officially broke Devontae Smith. I saw Devontae Smith look like he wanted to break down and cry. AJ just does it. AJ at this point he might want out next year. It might get that bad where he just says, you know what, fuck it, just trade me. He might request a trade at this point. Because you're wasting his fucking career. But if I'm AJ, I would just say, all right, let me see what the coach is. And then make my decision. But AJ's just playing. He's told to shush by the owner. There's nothing he can do. Because if he opens his mouth one time, they're going to get rid of him. But this is what AJ been saying. And when y'all were bashing him, saying, oh, we're winning. No, we're not winning, though. We're winning because of talent. And I've said this. All this, trade AJ, trade this dude. He's a diva. He's this. No, he wasn't at the end of the day. He was telling you what was happening. And y'all blind sheep were once again fooled. Y'all were fooled. You know what I'm saying? He was telling you the truth. And you see it now. Yet this team and fans were trying to silence him, but AJ was right. He was. This team is trash. It's disgraceful. It's hard to watch. I'm literally about to cry on live. That's how sad I am and disappointed in my team. I don't want to be screaming. It's not my game. I don't want to be cursing. I don't want to be dropping F-bombs. And I told everybody in the beginning, if you didn't watch, put your kids to bed. Because I'm going to go rage today. This is a sad day for Eagle fans. In no way you should be getting embarrassed at home like that. Caleb Williams did that. Caleb Williams, a guy that paints his fucking nails, did that to you. A guy that paints his nails. He put his dick in your ass all day and you had no answer. You just took it. While you were moaning on the ground. The Bears, the offense did whatever they wanted to do, and you had no answer. We couldn't score points. No diddy. We got our dick. I'm sorry, not my fault. We got the Bears literally put their dick in our asses today. No lube, nothing like that. They literally treat us like a fucking hoe, bend us over, and do whatever they wanted. We let a zesty quarterback beat us, man. A guy that paints his nails. Pause. Super pause. That's what it was, man. What point of how we getting ready to see? I don't get that, man. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. I would not blame AJ for one out. No, I wouldn't either. The Bears didn't have to do just hand it off. Yeah, all they did was hand it over. They didn't do that much. They ran the ball on their throats. Both had 100 yards on the ground today. Both Swift and Magoo, or whatever the other running back is. And all they did was screen passes. Screen, jet sweeps. Emotion. It's all. What's enough to fancy? And we couldn't stop him. We couldn't stop him. Hurts looked terrible today. He did. He did not play a good game. He did not play the good game. He had some good drives a little bit to the end, but by then the game was over. He missed a wide open. He threw a bad throw to Devontae Smith. That was just a bad throw. You got to hit that dude. You got to hit him. And he missed some guys wide open. He did not play a good game, man. Sidney Brown is trash. Get him out of here. I agree. Sidney Brown is, dude. He is Derek Barnett dude, he's Derek Barnett, man, at safety. That guy's reckless. He got a safety hurt because we definitely needed Mukuba today. But again, this is what happens when you get rid of guys like C.J. Gardner-Johnson because you think he's a, quote, locker room cancer. I tell you one thing, we don't collapse again. Again, we're about to collapse without C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And I keep saying to people, and I said this when we got rid of him, is C.J. Gardner-Johnson just a guy you can get rid of, or is he just part of the defense that I don't think you get rid of? I would have never got rid of him. But people told me, oh, CJ means nothing to this team. He's nothing special. Okay. Just want to know, is he special now? Is he special now? Because it looks like we need him. The two Bears running backs have more yards than the Eagles. Everybody has more yards than us, bro. We can't create shit. We got a high school. We don't even got a high school. We got a junior versatility offense coordinator. Sorry, a junior. We got a. Let me say it again. We got a junior versatility offense coordinator. Calling plays. Sorry. I'm mad right now. I'm pissed off. And I start stumbling over my words because I get mad. We got junior versatility offense coordinator. Calling plays. And we got a stupid, unintelligent, low IQ, brain dead head coach who thinks that he could somehow say all these right things and the team will buy into his system. You know? CJ is a motivator. He is a motivator. I'm sorry I'm not paying Reed. No, absolutely not. I'm not paying Reed. Reed can walk. We have literally the Jets and Raiders offense. No, the Raiders and Jets offense might be a lot better. Devin, the Eagles' offense success rate is even lower than the Jets. It is. It is. Organization has to do something. They will, but they should, but they won't. They won't. They won't fire nobody tomorrow. I guarantee they will not fire nobody tomorrow. They'll continue to ride with the same crap over and over again. And Kevin Batula, once again, will be the fall guy. Even though it's Nick. And we'll hire offensive coordinator. We'll go and win the Super Bowl the following year. And then we'll be right back to where we were again. You know? It's just what it is. I don't see us beating Chargers. No, we're not beating Chargers. Absolutely not. I don't know if I want to watch that Monday Night Football game. I might just go to bed instead. I don't know if I want to watch that. Kevin Batula's trash. Don't get me wrong, but it's Nick's offense. This is what Nick wants. Nope, they won't fire anybody all because of Nick is a puppet and he wants to go. Yeah. Jeffrey Lewis should fire Nick, in my opinion. Jeffrey Lewis should fire Nick. You know what I'm saying? He should definitely fire Nick. But he won't. He won't. Hey, Nikki, I sent you the link, dude, if you want to come on, bro. He said this organization wastes their time. They are. It's on your Twitter DM. Check it out, bro. You got a chance if you want to come on. If you don't, it is what it is. This organization is wasting talent. Look how much talent we have on this offense. This offense is a joke. It sucks. It's pitiful. And it starts with the coaching. If you have another collapse season, I don't know how you cannot fire Nick. Because that would be 2 times the offense has collapsed. Be 2 times your team has collapsed in general. You can't just continue to throw out the same shit and expect it to work every single time. You gotta eventually look at the coach and say, bro, are you a leader? Or you gotta get bailed out by coaching. By players, excuse me. He said, I see us beating the Raiders. I don't think we're going to beat the Raiders. No, absolutely not. Bro, we're not even going to beat anybody this year. I think we're going to lose all our games. I think we're going to lose the rest of our games. And we're going to watch the Cowboys win the division. And the Rams get the number 1 seed. And us watching a collapse season. I don't think we're going to beat anybody. Who can we beat? We can't even beat the Bears. We can't beat the Bears. We can't beat the Cowboys fully without injuries. We struggle with everybody. Everybody has a number. And last year it happened. It's just your offense coordinator was a lot better. This year, it's not the case. We're going to struggle against the Raiders. We are. The Raiders might get a win with us. Geno Smith might have 100 yards on us. The running back Gentry is going to have 100 yards on us. This team ain't getting fixed. This team is officially collapsed. I watched the team lifeless. I watched the team lifeless today. Yeah, they fired Chip Kelly. Yep, but it'll be better. Because they actually want to do something for the organization, even though they lose a lot. What a joke. This team played piss poor. Awful. Terrible. Eagles floor is 8-9, while the Eagles calling is ceiling is 11-6, nothing more, nothing less. Seeing how our offense is playing, they're not even gonna make the playoffs this year. No, I'm sorry. We'll make the playoffs. We'll go 1 and done. We're not going to the division round. We're not going to the NFC Championship game. We'll get the last seed and we'll play someone like the Seahawks, and we'll get beat out. That's what's going to happen. AJ was the only one that showed up. He did. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. This team's a joke, man. They don't care. They don't care about winning. They're pathetic. We deserve to get kicked on the road in the playoffs. We do. We don't deserve. Listen, we don't deserve to make the playoffs. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We don't deserve to make the playoffs. Does this team look like a playoff team? Is this a team that you think can go to the Super Bowl? I don't think a Super Bowl is not even a question. Would you want to watch this team in the playoffs? I don't even want to watch this team in the playoffs. I don't even want to watch them now. If I had my way, we would be eliminated today. They're not a playoff team. They're not even a good team in general. They're overrated as hell. They're piss poor. They're disgraceful. Who would have watched this team in the playoffs? What fan base want to watch this shit show? Why get exposed in a playoff game? Why put ourselves through that torture? Who would have watched that shit? So you could have hope they come back and change their ways. They're not changing their ways. It's too late now. It's two good balls, Nick and KP. Yeah, two bozos. Curly and Mo. Yeah, I agree. Eagles have two good balls, Nick, KP, and Cindy's just trash. Dude, just irrelevant. But yeah, it starts with coaching. Their coaching is horrendous. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. When does the coaching be held accountable? And I don't think anything's going to change. I think we're going to see a full collapse again. How we take a hold of this team, I feel bad for these fans came to I feel bad for every fan that went to that game today. Imagine being a fan in that cold. You got to watch the shit show of a performance. After they beg you to come with black uniform, come with a black uniform, come black out. Man, we should have came with pitchforks and fire signs of fire Nick Sirianni and fire Kevin Mutula. That's the only thing we should have came with. That's the only thing we should have came. We should have never came with a blackout with all black. I mean, shout out to the fans who still support this team. But I would have never went, man. Waste some odd time in that freaking cold? You know how brutal that cold is? It's a joke, man. It's disgusting. The fans deserve better. Letting Becton walk hurt us. I think also leaving C.J. Gardner-Johnson hurt us too. You got the worst O-line. We got the worst O-line. We got the worst play caller. We got the worst head coach. We got the worst offense. We got the worst the worst run defense now. We got the worst team right now, in my opinion. Eagle fans should have held fire Nick Sirianni. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Nick is a joke, bro. Nick is a joke, man. And I hear his press conference, and I'm seeing that shit. Nothing changed with this guy. C.J. Gardner-Johnson can't decide if he hates or loves the Eagles. Oh, it gets better and better. It gets better and better. Jesus Christ. It gets better and better. It gets better and better. I can't do nothing but laugh at this. This team's pathetic. I'm so bad. I'm so bad that the Browns could literally destroy us, bro. This team's a joke, man. I don't even blame CJ for having a grudge. No, I don't, because Howie Roseman was the one who got rid of him, and so did Fangio, and they look like clowns today. Howie got to take that on the chin. He messed up big time. He thought he could just go and draft another safety. Well, you can't, obviously. Swift was looking like Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. Swift looked like what Saquon Barkley should have looked like this year. A guy that's being used right. I'm telling you, it's all about coaching to me. I'm not going to blame these players because the players are being held by the coaches. The coaching is bad. The coaching is bad. On the offensive side of the ball, coaching is horrible. Nick and KP are a problem. And Jeffrey Lloyd does not see that. And I don't understand. I don't know how many more weeks we got to do this. I guess we got to wait Monday Night Football for it. He said, I'm dreading the Charge game. Bro, I don't even want to play the Chargers at this point. Why are we putting on Monday Night Football? Just play us on Sunday Night Football. I take a Sunday at 1 p.m. Just get it over with. Why embarrass us on Monday night? But you know what? We're going to get embarrassed on Monday Night Football. Like every other game. No, it is what it is. We lose this game, our season's officially over, man. We lose to the Chargers, there's no way you're coming back. I think our season's over regardless, but if you lose this game, you officially just collapse.
Let me explain something to you.
This team is trash, bro. It's it's pitiful, man. I have no words. We're gonna lose to bum Justin Herbert. You know what? Justin Herbert's in a better system than we are.
It's so important.
He's in a better situation than we are. He actually has coaches that actually coach him well. Yep. Fortunately. It's fucking pitiful, man. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. This team is so bad. This team's trash. There's no other words to say it. This team is trash.
Yeah. Today I have not done it. Execution.
This team's a joke, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. This team's it's just horrible. It's horrible. I got no words, man. Get this Eagles team to a 4:00 p.m. Now make it a 1:00 p.m. game. I don't want a 4 p.m. That's only another embarrassment game. Then I gotta hear Tony Romo and Jim Nantz probably. No, thank you. I give us the worst announcers possible. We deserve to have the worst announcers calling our games for now on. We don't deserve prime time games. Prime time for what? Bunch of losers, man. This team's a bunch of fucking losers, bunch of quitters, a bunch of just pussy ass losers, man. That's all I could think of. This team's not winners. Even got jealous of the Bears play. I'd be like, damn, why the fuck? Because we don't got a play call and offense coordinator. They got a coach who could call plays. He has experience. We don't have that. We got a dummy who is a head coach who thinks he could call plays. And we got a offense coordinator who can't call plays in general. That's what happens. That's what happens when you don't hire a right coach. That's what happens when you don't hire an offense coordinator who can actually call plays, and you hire guys who are your buddies and not guys who actually can do their job. That's what happens. Exactly what happened. A guy who knows how to call plays beat us. And we got out-coached again. Like usual. The same shit over and over again. Nothing will change. I don't know what you want to say. Now, 4 p.m. is prime time. Put us at 1 p.m. I agree. I'll just forfeit all the games at this point. Ben Johnson knows how to go. Yeah, he does. He's a very good coach. I like Ben Johnson. Nick got carried by Shane Steichen and Kellen Moore in both Super Bowl. He did. He absolutely did. He absolutely did. That's what happens when you hire puppets. Yeah. Nick needs to be fired if he collapses this year again. There's no way you bring a coach back 2 times to collapse both times. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's fair to the players. And what do you say to the locker room? That you're going to trust another guy who's collapsed twice? Then you definitely will lose the locker room. Officially. You know what I'm saying? Because that would just be a bad message. That would be a bad message to send. Right? You bring a head coach who collapsed twice. And it starts with the front office. I think the front office need to take accountability. You know? But it's the coaching. The coaching is horrendous. Howie has done enough, in my opinion. Other than CJ, yeah, there's some. But listen, he got you Jalen Phillips. He got you Tank Bisbee. He signed Saquon Barkley back. He signed these 2 receivers are legit star makers. Anywhere else they go, if they go to another team, Devontae and AJ, they're superstars. You know what I'm saying? But, even Jalen Hurts, if he goes to another team with an offense coordinator, he's going to be legit over there. It's not the players, it's the coaching, man. I keep saying it. I've lost a lot of respect. I already lost respect a while ago. I'm on the verge of just watching anime after. Hey, why not? They don't deserve to play. I don't know if I'm going to watch on Monday night. I might skip that. What the heck of Nick and KB doing in practice? Nothing. They don't do nothing. They absolutely do jack shit. I can't wait to see what the Hard Knocks is. I want to see what Hard Knocks has because I want to see what they really do in practice. Do they just sit up with the thumb up their ass and do nothing? Because they ain't preparing for this team. Maybe they just joke around. I mean, how are you this dysfunctional? You had a bye week, and you had 2 weeks prepared, and you didn't even come out looking right. We are all the excuses. Excuses ran out this time. Excuses ran out. And your defense is affected because the offense can't score points. You know? Put Jalen Hurts on the Colts and watch him ball. Jalen would win a Super Bowl. Put Jalen Hurts on the Baltimore Ravens right now. They'd probably be better than what they are. It's not Jalen, man. It's the offense coordinator head coach. We know Jalen can ball out. Jalen's regrets because his offense coordinator and his head coach is trash. It's terrible. Earlier I said we had Ben Johnson together. Yeah, Ben Johnson would be elite on our offense for sure. But we don't have that. We have puppets instead. Guys that are just there because they got 1 Super Bowl. And you know what? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Listen, I don't know what you want me to say. Don't know what you want me to say. I've raged enough. I think I'm going to go to bed with a note that this team ain't going to change their ways. And we're going to hear the same bullshit over again. You know, I think that our offense is too predictable. And I think there's not going to be any change to the end of the year. And hopefully the coaching is going to get fired because they need to be fired. If you collapse this year, there's no way you bring Nick back. There's no way you could. What are you going to say to your players? That's not fair to your players. So it is what it is, man. Heck, if we had Kellen Moore, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this offense is atrocious, man. I got no words, man. I'm going to go to sleep, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else you want me to say. I like the coach office. Yeah, Shane Steichen's a great office coordinator. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The 2 past years we had offense coordinators, we went to Super Bowls and NFC Championship games. And when Nick had to call his own plays or had to get someone to call his plays that he hires himself, it's been atrocious. Nick should not have any power. If you do bring it back, which I don't think he should, but if you do bring it back, he can't have any input on play call. The office going to have full say. But I just fire him at this point. I mean, if you collapse this year, how do you justify bringing him back? You gonna justify winning? Really? Come on, man. The guy's winning because of talent, not because he's a good coach. He's Brett Brown. That's all he is. He's a Brett Brown 2.0 on the football side as a coach. That's all he is. Knowing this team, no, they won't change it. Don't even bother. They're not going to change their ways. They've shown the true colors. And we just got to accept that. We got to accept that this is another year where we're going to collapse. And we got to face reality. Hopefully this coach get fired and he would bring Lane Kiffin because that's the only thing I'm looking forward to. And it's sad to say because all this talent's going to be wasted yet again. It's disgraceful, man. It's disgraceful. And I don't know how owner and GM you could sit back and let this happen, knowing that you've been there before. You know? It is what it is, man. It's your boy EC1. I'm gonna get up out of here because I gotta go do things. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me as always. Hit that like button. I got a video coming soon. Stay tuned for that because I'm not done with this fucking team. This team is trash. This team we're gonna talk more about. We're gonna have more live streams coming up. I'm gonna try to get more collabs on here. It's a joke, bro. It's an absolute joke. I have no words, man. I'm just drained. I'm pissed off. I fucking just had enough of them. They all need to get up out of here, man. And we're gonna see what happens. But hopefully they get a firing tomorrow. Hopefully we hear some news, but probably not. It's your boy EC1, man. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Go Birds. Yeah.
Let's go. We ready for the season. Fly Eagles are back, ready to stack. The wins in a back, ready to attack. So get out of the way, we ready to show we are again the world champs and labeled in the history books forever as the best sports team in the world. Nick Sirianni brings the fire and passion, leading our troops on the battlefield. Why are